I think we should buy a house here.
Wait, didn't you say it was like $2 million for a shack?
Oh, never mind. Hello, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
I'm Conor,
I'm Marissa.
and together we are
Carissa.
We are here on the historic Florida Island. This is where Pearl Harbor, this is Pearl Harbor. But yeah, I'm here on a training for the week, military program management. Fun stuff, but it got us here to Hawaii after a long, long, long travel. Our flight was delayed twice, right?
Yeah, delayed twice and almost didn't take off on the third try.
Correct. We got on the plane twice and had to deplane both times. Real fun with a wheelchair. But, I mean, just check out where we are. Can't really complain. Training is now over. We have a few more days here as kind of a vacation. So, we'll have some Hawaiian fun in the sun. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
This is us at the Pearl Harbor Memorial.
We're just leaving.
We are just leaving. We tried to catch us coming in, but we were trying to be more respectful. They didn't want cameras on the dock, so we didn't film us going in. As you can see, it is pretty accessible, but it's definitely a snake of lamps. So I was still getting used to our filters.
Yeah, and YouTubers here.
Yep. It was an extremely bright day. The boat itself, the little shuttle, was very accessible. There were ramps that you just get onto, and then, oh, it's very dark. Thank you. And then they have an accessible seat that we just said. Where it says, now trying to capture the trip home.
Yeah, I did it in time lapse, I think.
You did. Which, I mean, it was probably what, like a 3 or 4 minute boat ride? No, maybe more.
I mean, maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So, this is us going home.
Leaving Ford Island, you can see, and heading over to the national park.
Yeah. And here we are inside the actual memorial. You can see on this wall the names of everyone that died at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, and also on the bottom they have the survivors who chose to be interned there.
Oh, that's right. This is also at the memorial. You can see the sunken ships on Battleship Row. Very sad.
We were lucky enough to be able to meet up at the Aloha Stadium swap meet, which was kind of crazy. It was just like in the parking lot of their stadium, and they just had all kinds of stuff, all kinds of wares for sale.
It was crazy busy.
And then we were lucky that it was Chinese New Year, right?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know.
So they had a bunch of, dances and different things happening. So that was really kind of cool to see. Like,
these guys really went around forever. We actually ventured into Chinatown for lunch one day and felt like locals. The food here was great, and we even ran into some of my coworkers who lived in Hawaii. So that really made us feel like we fit in with everyone.
Yeah, it for sure did.
I mean, we definitely got some respect points for finding this place. And it was a little tough to navigate, but we made it through all right.
I mean, yeah, it could have been a lot tougher if those businesses had been open right there, but...
But after this, we actually made our way to a cacao farm, where we had to try some nice homegrown cacao. So.
And this is the seed that came out of, well, one of the seeds.
They're enormous.
Oh, of the
The
seeds?
seeds, yeah.
Well, you know, seeds turn into cocoa bean. And
Okay.
it looks like about the size of an almond
Okay.
because we're going to get the nibs from it. And right now I'm fermenting. So this has a little bit of a fermented taste. Yeah.
Well, so right, but oh,
Yeah, that's what most people say. Yeah.
it was more fruity.
Yes, it is fruity.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday it was even brighter, even more fruity tasting. It's a little subdued because I started fermenting it last night.
And what does the fermentation do?
Fermenting, it removes the fruits. The fruit will kind of will melt away. I'm removing the sugars and I'm developing the flavor of the seed and turn it into cocoa bean.
Yeah.
So fermenting first and drying second. And so I dry outside, you know, open air, and around here it takes me about 10 days to do the drying.
Hi YouTube, it's Marisa. I'm currently out on the beach this morning while Connor is asleep. I'm just kind of enjoying the morning. It's been gorgeous and we're about to leave tomorrow. So actually today, scratch that. So I've just kind of wanted to share the view with you. I mean, we've pretty much been going to sleep with the sounds of the ocean at night. We've been leaving our windows open. It has been a really beautiful time here in Hawaii, and we're super glad that we had the opportunity to come on a work trip out here and to spend a little vacation time while we've been at it. So thanks for joining us on our crazy little adventure, and can't wait to tell you more. So the apartment we're staying at isn't super accessible in terms of getting to the beach. So I'm kind of just here alone, and I want to show you the path that I took to get here. So join me along the ride. So, I mean, nothing really fancy. I mean, we do have a private beach to ourselves, basically, with everybody staying here. So, like, the population isn't super crowded. The beach is gorgeous. We are staying in the cabin that's just right up here. Unfortunately, we did have a bad experience with trying to get the accessible cabin. There's currently somebody staying in it, and they've been there for like 2 weeks straight. We're pretty sure they're like living there, but like whatever. So we have got our wheelchair accessible van in our parking spot. We've got our unit, and just kind of showing you around. Additionally, we've really got, we technically do have a step in the front, but for the most part, Connor's been kind of using this path here. As you can kind of see, his tire tracks are right here. So he just kind of goes up this way and then comes straight this way and then goes in the doorway. It's a lot more accessible than other paths, but other cabins, but clearly not as accessible as the one that has a giant ramp and like concrete to it. So it's been fun. Thanks for joining me on my little walk. All right. Did I not bring the keys? Oh, I didn't bring the keys.
And get back up.
Time to pack up. Do you mind standing like right here just in case?
Sure.
I just don't want anybody, like, you can't really see the camera. And I don't want anybody to be like, here, let me. There you go. You're good. You're blocking the view, so. 700 pounds of luggage.
Seriously.
Gotta
No.
lift with the knees and the thighs and the legs on a good squat.
I like your eyes.
Ah, I'm left-handed, so I do it the wrong way.
Huh.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ugh.
Do we
Alright.
have to leave?
What?
Do we have to leave?
Yeah, we have to. All right, next one. This one's a heavy one too. Gotta lift with the 3, 2, 1. This one is deceptively heavy. Doesn't look heavy, but it is.
Why are you leaving me? Leave the audience.
This is deceptively heavy. And it doesn't have a handle, so 3, 2, 1. All right. Gotta load up this dude. I don't actually know if he fits anywhere back here. All right. Choices remain. Decisions occurred.
I mean, split him in the back seat.
We're gonna turn this guy vertical so that way he fits. And then we're gonna turn this guy vertical so that way he fits.
I have to go inspect.
What?
I have to inspect.
And then we turn this guy right here. Boop.
Yeah, they can't
We'll
see.
show you what it looks like after we're
I was
done.
gonna say, they can't see what you see.
I know they can't exactly. They can see like this side right here and they can see me loading it. So
Yeah.
I will put a little snippet of a video of what this back guy looks like.
I hope he's gonna close.
I think he's gonna close.
I hope he's gonna close.
All right, well then let's try this guy. Ugh.
I would be very surprised if it wasn't. But we'll see.
I think we're gonna play Tetris again.
Just do it slowly. Or don't listen to me.
He's not long, so he can fit here. He's here. He's long, so he needs to go here.
It's not the black guy that's the issue. It's
This
the-
guy will fit.
Oh, you will.
I think he will.
Go slow. Not that slow. Jeez.
Told you he would fit.
Okay.
All right. So now, I think this has been my favorite part of the van.
You
And by favorite part of the van, I'm being really, really sarcastic.
you're getting good as the week is going on.
You ready for the automatic ramp? Click the key. Boop, boop. Engaging automatic ramp. Beep, 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 beep.
Do I get in now?
Not yet. I got a little stuff.
Oh, okay.
Nice try though.
Eh.
More stuff to load. In here, I got to secure Monica properly, which always involves a seatbelt. She is precious cargo. We treat her like such.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yep, pretty much. All right. I think it's time for you to load.
Okay. Here we go. into the tank.
I feel like secretly we should be filming how you turn around because that is some legitimate maneuvering.
Yeah. Well, it takes practice.
All right, time to close up the van. Automatic ramp. Closed up the van. I still have to load one last piece, so join me on that adventure. This is the fancy finagling I told you about. Here's our beautiful. Gotta close this up. Got to be toe. All right, now off to this side. This is where we load the other crucial piece of items. There is not a ramp on this side. But this is where the shower chair goes in. Eventually, it will go in the proper luggage container. But for now, we're just sticking it back here. Because we might need to use it in the future. So,
Probably.
we close up this guy. That didn't sound like it closed, but whatever. All right, picking up you guys on YouTube. And coming around the front to get a good look at everything inside.
Get a look at me, you mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And you can see in the back all of our nice items in the back there.
Yeah.
We got a shower chair, and I'm gonna hop in.
And we're saying goodbye to our cabin. Do you want to show my cabin that we lived in for?
This is the cabin that we weren't allowed to be in. Just kidding, there was somebody living there already. And that is our beautiful cabin, which we are saying goodbye to. Oh, and there are some little ducks. Conor likes ducks, apparently. Those ones aren't ducks, those are pigeons, but
No, they're ducks right there.
there's ducks over here, and there's a couple ducks back there. So, thanks for coming along for the adventure.